One of the biggest problems confronting developers of large-scale renewable energy schemes is the challenge of gaining a viable grid connection. According to data from the distribution network operators, DNOs, fewer than 20% of developers' applications are successful. So it's noteworthy when you find developers who are bucking the trend and seemingly bringing schemes forward at will. For instance, Novus, a renewable energy development specialist, has secured more than 1,100 megawatts worth of viable grid capacity across 34 sites in the last 3 years at distribution level alone. Novus has a connection application success rate of more than 80% for HV and EHV schemes. Robin Dummett is the co-founder and director of Novus. He put much of the company's success down to the relationship they've developed with Roadnight Taylor since 2018.
We were having a problem. To do renewable energy, you need to get grid connections, and it was becoming progressively more difficult. We tried a lot of other consultants who told us they could do anything, but they never delivered. Luckily, we were working on a job with Roadnight Taylor. We didn't choose them, they just happened to be working on it, and they delivered. And it was a surprise, they did what they said. So since then, we've actually managed to put another 50 applications in with them, and they have done exactly what they said, and they have found us grid where nobody else could or would.
Robin believes Roadnight Taylor has saved Novus about £500,000 in DNO application fees alone, based on the cost to the company if only 20% of their applications have succeeded, compared with the 80% they've achieved. Hugh Taylor says Novus has put together a fantastic team, one that has built a great partnership based on trust.
They also know when to absolutely rely on what the team here at Roadnight Taylor is saying if a project really at that point in time doesn't have legs, which means that what they do is they focus on the right sites, so they make sure they're getting the right applications in on the right parts of the network, and that they will then put us into bat, put the Roadnight Taylor team into bat in order to make sure that those connection offers that they get, that there's a level of diligence goes into those to make sure that any issues can be ironed out and they got the best chance of getting cost viable, de-risked projects.
Novus relies on Roadnight Taylor for difficult, complicated schemes.
Whenever you get grid, there's always problems. And some of them you just can't spot because they could be a change in the network or the national grid. They have deep technical knowledge so that they can understand the issue, but most importantly, they're born lateral thinkers or imagination and creativity to come up with solutions that the grid themselves, so national grid, they haven't thought of. But because Roadnight Taylor are well known to them and are very good at what they do, they will actually agree to them and they'll resolve the problem for us.
There's no secret to the Roadnight Taylor approach. It can be broken down into 4 steps. 1. Conduct an extremely robust and expert feasibility study. This ensures applications are only put in on the right part of the network. 2. Put in the right application for the part of the network you are targeting. This means engineering the correct technical solution and transposing it into an accurate application. 3. If you believe the connection offer is flawed or doesn't reflect the best connection solution, go back and challenge the DNO. However, you need to do your homework. Identify opportunities and issues that may have been missed or overlooked, then seek a better, non-contestable quote. 4. Invest in people to ensure you have the right level of expertise. For instance, 2 of the Roadnight Taylor engineers have worked at very senior levels within DNOs, and another advised Ofgem for 4 years on disputed DNO connection offers.
The partnership relationship is really important to us. The best relationships we have with developers and also with the local authorities and commercial industrial clients that we have, the best relationships are when they have a certain skill set. Actually, to an extent, the greater the network expertise that the client has, the more we can do for them. And partly because the greater their expertise, the more they recognise the value of the expertise that we have, the gap that we fill in the market, they're more likely to take that on board and get more value from it.
When I have a problem, I know that they can do things that other people can't do, which means they will get me a solution. If there is a solution, they will find it, and they won't find me any standard one. It will be the best solution that gives me the best result. And they say, I can trust them to do this.
If you want to improve your connection success rate, invest in good grid advice from the outset and work with the DNOs to find the best scheme for the local network. If you want more advice, contact Roadnight Taylor.